What's good, YouTube? It's Stud HD coming to you guys with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be checking out the new LTD Campus Heroes Kyle Pitts. If we take a look at his stats, this card is going to be the best tight end in the game. Speed is really a big part of this, but he is 6'6", 246 pounds, so he's got good height and good weight to him. 84 speed is the fastest tight end in the game. He has 85 catching, 87 spec, 86 short route running, 88 medium route running, 71 run block, which is basically about standard on most of the tight ends we've had so far. And he also does have 81 base deep route running, boosted up to 83 on my team. So Kyle Pitts is basically going to be elite. He hits all the thresholds that you really need him to. And if you want him to be a deep threat, then of course Kyle Pitts is going to be elite at that as well. He's going to be able to moss some people as well. Also, he does have 81 juke move. We'll see if he has the really good juke in this game. I'm not 100% sure if that will be the case, but that will be cool. It'll help with the after the catch stuff, of course. Now, if we take a look at the abilities, if we go to his X factors, I am going to be using double me for 0 AP, but he has jukebox for 1, he has mid and elite for 1, matchup nightmare for 1, and deep and elite for 1 AP. I was thinking about using deep in, but double me just makes sense. You basically have to do the same amount of things to get double me, and matchup nightmare should be solid, but other than that, some other basic abilities, I guess you could say. In the first tier buckets, we are going to be using the mid out elite for 2 AP. He also has run off elite if you like to run the ball. He has reach for it and all the other normal tier 1 abilities. So let's go ahead and take a look at the discounts. He does have bulldozer for 3, short and elite for 3 AP, playmaker for 2, and mid and elite. So I like to use a lot of plays that have my tight ends on corner routes, so mid out elite's going to be better for me, but a lot of really solid abilities here. Let's just go ahead and get into a game and check out how Kyle Pitts plays. All right, so we have found a game, and we do have Kyle Pitts on a corner route here, and I'm going to be giving him a shot. That was probably the dumbest one I could have threw, and Kyle Pitts comes down with that football. I'm going to be honest, my QB kind of undersold that route. Before checking out this Kyle Pitts card, my main tight end has been Jelani Woods. I know he only has like 79 speed, but him being super tall really just kind of helps out when it comes to the tight end position. And of course, nobody is guard. Number 77. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to block for me a little bit. All right, maybe the wheel route out of Kyle Pitts will get open. And Kyle Pitts, I'm going to give you a floater, and Kyle Pitts is holding on to that football. I'm so far liking my Kyle Pitts right now. As you can see, this is a playoff game too, so Kyle Pitts is playing about as elite as he can. I used to like this play last year. We'll see if it's actually good. It's still really good in this game, and Kyle Pitts ends up getting 5 yards. I did try to juke there, and I could just confirm he does not have the good juke. Does look like Johnston is going to get open for me. My opponent's trying to punch the ball out. You're not allowing no peanut punches. All right, we have Kyle Pitts on a short corner route. My only question here is my opponent going to try and use that himself? Doesn't look like it. Kyle Pitts just get in front of him. Kyle Pitts holds on to that football. We get the first down too. All right, I have him on a zig route. We'll see if the zig gets open. The zig kind of gets open. I just need... Oh, never mind. Kyle Pitts into the end zone. We got the touchdown there. I don't know if it's very obvious to my opponent that all I'm doing is throwing to Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts gets us into that end zone. We hit a little air truck at the end, too. All right, let's see what we could do here. My opponent's got Baker Mayfield and Saquon Barkley. I will say, it looks like this guy might have bought the bundle or just really has a lot of coins. He has the Pat Surtain. I'm pretty sure that is the Barkley card from the very expensive series. Also, Marvin Harrison Jr. Buddy, how many coins do you have? This dude's literally got a God Squad. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, we could stop Barkley. We can. He's only falling forward for about 2 yards. We're going to see, and can we hit him backwards? We're not able to. We completely whiff it there. Maybe punch it out. My opponent's trying to throw me an interception. For some reason, Olsen is just wide open. I'm going to be honest. I thought Troy Anderson had a shot there. I have no idea why that guy got so open. All right, depending how my opponent plays this, Kyle Pitts should be open for a good set of yards. And fortunately, we just got no good block, and all my players ran up the field rather than at Kyle Pitts. It's kind of unfortunate. All right, there is a chance Kyle Pitts gets open here, and I kind of want to throw it deep, but I'm just going to take off with Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts going out of bounds. All right, big 4th and 1 here. We're going to be looking to pick this up, and Johnson's holding on to the football. All right, I know 84 speed on a tight end is fast. I don't know how fast that's going to be on an actual route. We're going to see if we can make him go crazy on a seam streak. Maybe the seam gets open. I think a seam streak. Kyle Pitts is going to be a touchdown. Kyle Pitts, just keep on going. Kyle Pitts, keep fighting for me. The moment that I saw some of those receivers or some of the DBs moving, I had a feeling that that was going to get open. All right, I do have him on a return route. I don't know how I feel about a return, but it is a new route this year, so Maybe he gets open. Kyle Pitts was going to get open in the middle of the field. All right, if we do something like this, Kyle Pitts, I'm relying on your 6'6" height, and that was probably dumb. Kyle Pitts come down with it. Kyle Pitts just teabagged him. Oh, this card's elite. I'm actually kind of liking my 1 million coin purchase. Look at this. Jalen Hurts, he throws the high ball in between 2 defenders. He goes up for the swat, and Kyle Pitts comes down with the football. Man, only if Kyle Pitts played like this in real life. This guy goes like #1 in fantasy, or at least went for it like every year, and just never performed. It's very sad. And my opponent is almost getting sacked there. I'm finally starting to use my stunts a little bit, and it seems like it's throwing my opponent off. All right, all we have to do is guard for 10 yards. Can we do that? Looks like he finds a streak on the side, and I guess that's basically field goal range, unfortunately. Can we punch it out? Fumble, please? Never mind. That's just so stupid. I'm playing about as good as defense as I can, and my opponent's just getting lucky with these scores, man. All right, this ball at half, so we're gonna have to make a stop in the third quarter. All right, I didn't commentate at all, but thankfully we ended up finding a way to get a stop there. My opponent loves this cross wheels play, and it's kind of honestly a little bit annoying, but it kind of worked out in our favor. We went to a cover 2, and it shut it down, and I'm not even kidding. Kyle Pitts is another touchdown. Kyle Pitts, come down with this football. Kyle Pitts into the end zone. Get out of that cover 2. I don't know why he is staying there. The seam streak is cooking it every single time. Also, Kyle Pitts is lighting up with an orange X under him, so that's nice. Let's see if we can get another stop on defense here. We are in control of this game. He's going back to that one route with his tight end. How can we not stop Greg Olsen on that one route? Like, what play is this? Part of me wants to run commit, but I'm just not going to do it. And there's the run. Took long enough. All right, well, we're going to get this ball back and see what we could do with it. All right, so 2 things have happened here. Number 1, my opponent, for some reason, decided to do a QB option with literally 0 seconds left of the game. Now we're in overtime. All right, Kyle Pitts, I need you to get open. Actually, I'm not even worried about him anymore. We have Chase Brown. Chase Brown, take us to the promised land. And the promised land is the first down. Keeps the drive going. All right, Kyle Pitts is basically on a wheel route. Maybe this like partial outside wheel route gets open. If it does, I'll be very happy, and I'm going to throw a high ball. I don't know if he's coming down with it. Kyle Pitts is going to be mossing him. Oh, hold on. Kyle Pitts a dog. All right, I'm going to give a carry to Chase Brown. Haven't really ran the ball at all this game, and we're going to pick up 4 yards. Kyle Pitts kind of helped on the run. Not too much, but all right, Kyle Pitts, this is your turn to show off how good you are. And actually, I'm just going to take off with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts survived to live another down. We're going to motion over Worthy here, and we do have him on a zig route, so maybe Kyle Pitts gets open on the zig. The zig route was sort of open. Not much. All right, I got a crazy idea. I don't know how I feel about it, but I got a crazy idea about this. This play used to be really good in Madden 25. We'll see if we could do it. And Kyle Pitts just run into the end zone. The play is still good. Kyle Pitts with his 4th touchdown in the game. 1 stop. Please, 1 stop, defense. That's all we need. We need 1 stop. All right, defense. 1 stop here. Come on, man. 1 stop. Of course, he's going to go to the run immediately. You know, really all I'm worried about is the red zone. If my opponent just wants to run the ball the whole time, you know, it is what it is. All right, he's going to this Greg Olsen play. We are following Greg Olsen. Can I get the interception? How does Greg Olsen keep coming down with that? I literally know the play he's going to, and I literally can't stop it. Like, what more am I supposed to do? I have a 6'4" defender on him. Also, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a run of some sort. It is going to be a run. Can we, like, strip him or something? Like, there's no ball carrier conservative in this game. It's going to be another run, and he's going to be walking in the end zone. This game is actually ridiculous. Like, EA, can we get some defense in this game, please? All right, sure enough, it is going to come down to me having to somehow get a stop here. I don't know how I feel about this. Can we find a way to get a stop? And can we just stop him? Of course, a diving catch by Higgins. Who would have thought, man? Well, guys, that is going to do it for today's video using the new LTD Kyle Pitts. And this is undoubtedly the #1 tight end of the game. If you have 1 million coins and you're looking for a tight end, then Kyle Pitts is going to be worth the coins there. Of course, I would expect us to get faster tight ends as the weeks go on, but Kyle Pitts right now, really solid. He's got great route running, all over 85 and 86 short, 88 medium. His deep route running's pretty solid there. Mid out elite definitely showed up at times. Double me, of course, we did get that activated. Didn't really get a chance to really use it, but honestly, Kyle Pitts is basically a built-in double me player. I mean, at 6'6", he's going to moss quite literally everybody, and you did see that in the gameplay. Also, if we take a look at the stats we had here, I had 18 catches, 293 yards, and 7 receiving touchdowns. Some of that was in the college football overtime mode, but he went crazy with like 3 or 4 touchdowns in the first game, so really good card. If you guys did like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.